a little motivation for you. A little motivation for you. What's up, everybody? What's up? How are y'all this evening? Welcome back to Tips Tuesdays live rehash. Y'all, it's another Tuesday, so that means more inspiration, motivation, and encouragement for you. And tonight we have another good show. Tonight, I'm excited to see um this show tonight. We have two special guests tonight, and I would like to introduce them to the stage and reintroduce one other guest. I'm sure that y'all are getting very familiar with this other guest, but first, let's meet our new guest tonight, which is Mr. James JT Johnson. I said Johnson. Lord, I'm giving you a whole other name. James JT Thompson. How
Well,
you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm blessed. I appreciate you having me on your platform, and it's an honor to be here.
Yes, I done gave you a whole nother last name and everything. You about to be JJ instead of JT.
Yeah.
All right, okay. And then we are bringing back to the stage none other than Pastor Tevin Ramirez, aka Rev, with
We're
all
gonna
the
have fun.
props.
We're
With
gonna have fun
all the
tonight.
props.
I tell
Okay.
people, I tell people this is one of the podcasts I can have fun and just say and do what I want to do. Cause
Yeah.
so we're gonna have some fun. Y'all
So
tune in.
JT, just beware, he be having props. You might say something and out of nowhere you're gonna see a prop just come out of nowhere. Just
Just
warning
out of
you,
nowhere.
okay?
I get it.
So, you
Gotta
say
keep
get
it in.
it?
Gotta keep it fun.
Yeah, keep it interesting. Keep it interesting. So, welcome to Tips Tuesdays Live Rehash. For anybody that is just now tuning in for the first time, this is a spin-off of my audio podcast, Tips Tuesdays. So I bring special guests in and we talk about inspirational topics on the show. Um, so as I said, I'm excited about tonight's show. Shout out to Mr. Jonathan Coleman. Because whenever I need an extra guest on here, he makes it happen. So shout out to him. So if anybody get friends with him on Facebook, tag him in the episode right now. Um, hold up, y'all. I'm still over here getting myself together.
What's up, Crystal? I see you in the comments, Miss Queena.
So, okay. So, what I need y'all to do right now is share the episode, okay? We don't hoard this inspiration, motivation and encouragement. So, take the time and opportunity right now to share. Let me know where you are watching the show from. Are you watching on YouTube? Are you watching through Facebook? Let me know where you are watching. Hashtag Live for Tuesdays. What's up, everybody that I do see in the comments already? All right, and while we are sharing, let's give some introductions. We'll go with Rev first to reintroduce, and then I want you to introduce yourself, JT.
So my name is Rev. Rev Tevin. Showboat, did you go spit your drink out? For those who don't know, y'all, I'm Rev. I'm Tevin. I'm just a regular dude, um, and I'm here to bring the inspiration through enjoyment, laughter, and just be myself. Hopefully, y'all are doing well tonight.
All right, that's all you had.
That's all I had. I could have went on and on. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, okay. All right. Introduce yourself, JT.
All right. James JT Thompson, aka the poet JT, author, poet, spoken word, motivational speaker, jack of all trades, social activist, community activist as well. Just dabbling in a little bit of everything, but all to create legacy and inspiration to as many as possible.
Okay. Okay. All right. You said poet.
Yeah,
Do you have any published
I'm
poetry or anything?
I'm blessed. My first poetry book, which is Eula's Grandmaid's Son, went number one on African American poetry in Amazon back
Mm.
2021. Has also been nominated for several awards. The published poetry, and I have 7 tracks out in the atmosphere. I Win, Freedom Reigns, King's Kid, Love 2.0. Also, Christmas is Up, Trick or Treat. You can find them on all digital platforms, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, you name it, it's there. So I've been very blessed to be able to publish and have things out there in both book form and as well as digital music as well.
Awesome. Will you make sure I get that information so I can post that in the link of this episode?
Well,
Yeah, that's what's up.
that's what.
Okay. Um, yeah. Okay, okay. Look, I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna check you out. Look, I'm over here like, okay, all
yeah, I was
right.
saying the same.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's up.
We're gonna have to remember that, real. We have another podcast where
No,
we interview authors, and we might have to add poetry onto that.
Yes,
do.
might have to. And we
Hey,
need to make that announcement of what's coming up in that at the end.
well, we got the announcements coming up, so
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
you'll have your opportunity.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
But that's what's up. Okay, so we will talk a little more about that later and everything. So y'all know how we do. We get down. We get to these announcements. Let me go to the right stuff. Announcement time. It's announcement time. It's time for those announcements. Announcement time. It's announcement time. It's time for those announcements. Yeah, I be getting. I need to make that announcement song a little longer.
It's like, uh,
I'll be over here jamming.
I know.
All right, those announcements are: make sure you are streaming Tiffany on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Make sure you are using those sounds on there. I got all kinds of sounds on there, whether it's gospel, inspiration, R&B, hip hop. Use those sounds in your content that you may use on all social media platforms. Um, Also, check out my latest EP, Same Old Praise, on all streaming platforms. You got Walk by Faith, Without You, Like You, and Same Old Praise. And for anybody that hasn't heard any of my music, here's a little snippet right here. You've been going through some things, been through heartaches and pains. You gotta know that God is there through the fire and the rain. You've gotta keep your head up when life is tough. You've gotta keep your head up. Don't give up. You should walk by faith and not by sight. All right, check it out. All streaming platforms. Yeah, I see you over there.
Right.
All streaming
But check
platforms. Hit that up. Hey, hey, we be getting down with that on live too. So, Walk by Faith. That's one of my songs that is 20 years old. 20 years old. Do I even look 20?
Hmm.
Don't answer that question.
You gonna get me if I say it to you. Nah.
Nah, for real though. Okay. So, and remember to stream the podcast on all streaming platforms that you listen to podcasts. Subscribe, like, share, and follow everything Tips Tuesdays. Also go and check out the Riff and Rev page on Facebook. Um, follow. We got a lot of things that we are going to be doing here in 2025. Um, we will give y'all a sneak peek of that here in a few. But check out the Riff and Rev show. I'm Riff,
And I'm Rev.
and this is the Riff and Rev show.
And Rev. And
And this is the Riff and Rev show. All right, so y'all check out the Riff and Rev. If you're on Facebook, go follow. I have been seeing the followers go up on the Riff and Rev page. So shout out to those who are following the page. And like I said, stay tuned for much more in 2025. Just in 2024 alone, we've done a lot, and this is just the first year of Riff and Rev. So yes, I'm excited for new things in the new year. Last but definitely not least, check out Tiph Promotions, which is me. Everything that you see here on the show is Tiph Promotions. Let me take the busy out of your business, whatever that may be. You might need a business card design. You may need any type of content that you might need for your business that you might not have time for. Um, check me out. Let's get your next project started, okay? Tiff Promotions. All right. Now, what was you wanting to talk about, Rev, in the announcements?
oh, so we have so much coming up with Riff and Rev, and there's just the different events that we have coming up. You all been seeing, which we're going to talk later on more about the Yahweh. We'll talk more about that later on,
Yes. We will
and
definitely talk about Yahweh.
then more about our book signings coming up. So follow us, whether we're in Arkansas, whether we're in Tennessee, whether we're in Missouri. Just follow us. That's all.
Yeah, we trying to get everywhere, y'all. Everywhere. Okay. So just follow her for real. All right. We are going to get into things and I see y'all in the comments. And I'm getting my reminder. Remember, get your 2025 calendars, your Tips Tuesdays merch. I got calendars, I got notebooks, I got bookmarks. I am going to be working on some future merch for the new year. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Okay. Let me make sure that I got all my cues. All right. We are going to get into things. And we haven't been doing the quote of the night, y'all. So I think that y'all have gotten that drift right there. But we haven't been doing the quote of the night. But that's okay because we've been having good conversation that has been very inspirational here lately. I don't know about y'all, but it's been very inspirational, very enlightening, and very refreshing to me. So these topics that we are going to be talking about tonight, I might have a different perspective. You might shed different light on it. That is the point of this show. Okay. So we're going to start with just like a general, just conversation starter. And I think this is always a good one. So I always keep this one on here. But mindset is everything. everything. Mindset is everything. And I'm gonna start this one, and then y'all can piggyback off me. This is one thing that I have been focusing more on with mindset is everything. Sometimes in life you get into positions in life where you just, truth be told, you don't like the position that you're in, but you have to deal with it. So I've been working on mindset because the things that are out of our control, we can find some way to not necessarily control the situation, but to uh, live within that situation enough to tolerate it. And mindset is definitely everything. So anybody that's been following this podcast, y'all know, um I haven't really said what my job is on here, but people that know me, you know what my job is. Um and I've gotten to a place where I don't really like my job anymore, but I like to do the stuff that I do, but I don't like my job anymore. So I have to go in with my mindset that today's gonna be a good day. Today we're gonna make it through. And y'all, eventually I make it through. I made it through today. I made it through yesterday. Just got to make it through the rest of the week.
You got
But
it.
I had to go in there with my mindset that this is what's going to happen. This is where you're at, and we're going to get through this. So, just listening each Tuesday on these episodes has been very inspiring to me. So, for those of you, like I said, that's just tuning in for the first time, just know that you will at least, if you don't get a whole lot out of the show, you're going to at least leave with one nugget that you can use for the week.
Mm.
Okay? So, mindset is everything. Which one of y'all want to go first?
It's whichever. Did you like? You want me to go,
You
Mister?
go. Yeah, you go first.
Gotcha. So I think when you were talking, Tiffany, I was just thinking about this little dove here. So one thing about a bird is that when the wind is blowing and it's wanting to slow down, it expands its wings and it moves in and it goes against the wind. But when it's wanting to go fast, the wings, it curls its wings, it gets to a place where it's able to perpetuate throughout the wind. And like you said, our mindset it's just like that. Our mindset can change the speed that we go. The mindset can slow us down. Like you said, at a job, you can be at a job and the wind is blowing, a certain current is blowing one way and you're fighting against it. The Crystal said, there goes the props. You're fighting against that wind. So your mind has to be changed and renewed. I think about, looking at a spiritual standpoint, how every time there was always a new, even looking at it, in society, every time there was a new activity about to happen, you have a man come before Martin Luther King, or you have Malcolm X, or you have Jesus, or you have all these Moses. You have all these people who come before and to get their minds prepared before the action can occur. I think a lot of time we think about war. War, we're thinking about, oh, this kind of diving already in. People being killed. You think that's going to stop a dictator being killed is going to stop all the problems? No. Later on in generations, you still have the same mindset that you still have that same problem. So mindset is what fuels everything, I believe.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
Mindset, it sets the tone for everything that's going to happen in your day. I go first quarter, second quarter, third, and fourth. Your progressions throughout the day starts here, and it generation trickles down to the soul and the spirit. How you how you approach your challenges is is gonna dictate how your day goes. The challenges are there because without those challenges, you can't appreciate the achievement in overcoming. Meaning that if I don't go through nothing, or if everything is smooth, I don't understand what it is to overcome adversity. And adversity doesn't mean it has to be huge things. The smallest thing can disrupt your mental if you allow it. It's there to challenge you to see if everything that you've been equipped with, have you discovered your genius and are you applying your genius? Genius is common, but genius is within all of us. And so, how you discovering that each and every day we have an opportunity to discover that genius, refresh and renew, and apply. And so, how you apply that to your daily activities through action, because just because we have that thought doesn't mean it is fully interactive until you make it active, until you apply pressure, until you put action to the thought. Then and only then we see how the day will come into fruition. And see, for me, each and every day, it's about progressing to get the first down, to get the touchdown, to win the day. Every day is about winning the day, going 1-0. And if you come up a little short, it's not the end. It's just the beginning. They had the opportunity to come back stronger, better, quicker, and wiser.
That's good right there.
It's good.
Just from what you said, I got that you have a choice. You choose what your outcome of your day is going to be. You choose what the outcome of whatever situations you go through are going to be. So you have a choice. You know, am I going to have a good day? Am I going to let one thing throw me off? Because like I said, once you set up in your mind, oh, I'm just over today. I've been guilty plenty of times. I'm just over today. And it's as soon as I say it out of my mouth, you know what? I'm just over today. You know, after that, everything irritates me. The smallest thing will irritate you. So we have to control what goes on up here. What goes on up here eventually is gonna come out. You know. So what scripture is it? I don't know what scripture it is. So a man thinketh he is.
Proverbs.
Um, Proverbs. So that's just so true. That is true in just anything in general in life. So a man think it that he is. That's why you have people that do affirmations and they tell themselves, "Hey, I can do this. You are this. You are that." You know, so that you can push through your day. That you can push through whatever task it is that you were trying to get through. So whatever it is, remember that mindset is everything.
To piggyback on that, they all in these comments.
I
Miss
seen
Queena, Miss Terry, what's up HD? Bree, y'all in this. They all Terry said the
it.
power of a made up mind. Crystal said sow those positive seeds. Queena said apply pressure. But what I was telling them Sunday, and this is what I spoke on Sunday too, Bree, was you look at the word Egypt and what the Queen is say with the good mindset, you have to be consistent, but don't get comfortable. That's true. You can't be complacent. I was telling them Sunday about the word Egypt. The word Egypt, um, it can be translated even deeper. A lot of people say that it just means, oppression or anguish. But if you look deeper, it means it comes from a Greek, an Egyptian god, which is Ptah. That's where you get the PT of Egypt. It comes from his name. But long story short, this god was a creator from his mouth. He spoke things. He created things, and it goes back to the beginning. How even when God spoke, He created things. And when you look at if you look at what you speak comes from your heart. When you have something within your heart, it possesses you. When it possesses you, it comes out of your mouth and you speak it and you create your days and you create your. So like you said, affirmation. Egypt was a very creative place. You have to get to a place where you start speaking good things if you want to see good results.
Most definitely. Crystal says, sow those positive seeds. Definitely.
Yep,
Start your day off with some positives. That's what I'm working on. Putting positive notes on my mirror, uh, so that I can start my day off good.
that's good.
I don't know. What are some suggestions that either one of y'all would give anybody just to start off their day?
Speak life into what you want. A lot of times we don't understand that the things that we're speaking on, you can speak it upon yourself without understanding. So why not speak positivity? Why would I
Yeah.
speak negativity against what I really want and not speak on the things that I really want to come to reality? Meaning, be positive, be purposely positive, be intentional. Understand that, to tap someone, tell someone. If I speak something upon you, know that I'm speaking life to you, meaning that I'm trying to uplift, encourage, because it's not only for you, it's for me as well. A lot of
Right.
people don't understand. They think it's one way, but it's a boomerang effect. If I speak something upon you, I'm going to get something back that I'm going to be able to pull and apply. And we go back to the apply pressure mentality. If you apply that to what you're doing, to the action, there are things that can manifest out of that that will blow your mind. And this is just the start of your day. Starting your
Mm-hmm.
day, what they say, aka getting off on the good foot, it
Mm-hmm.
starts with you.
Mm-hmm.
Understand the first blessing of the day is the moment that breath and eyes open because the Creator has blessed you with another opportunity. Realizing and embracing that for what that truly is and taking that momentum and applying it to your day, you can overcome anything because what man can be up against that first blessing of the day? They can't even create that because that comes from the higher power.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
I
You
totally.
can definitely. Oh, you can go first.
Oh, it's whatever. I totally agree. I like how Steve Harvey said. He stated that when he wakes up in the morning, he makes a list of all the things he's grateful for, and I believe that people underestimate the power of praise and worship, because praise and worship, the word, like you said, the word says, "As a man thinketh in his heart." So that means
Mm-hmm.
when you look into scripture, faith comes by hearing, but that word means hearing, seeing, touching. So, like, if I write it down, if I'm sitting here reading it, if I'm getting that inside, if I'm praising God, all of that is getting in my heart, like you said, and we're speaking it, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll have to live it out that day.
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely. Um.
Hey, Miss
No, I
T.
was just gonna say you said about the praise and worship set in the atmosphere. So I have to the thing that I use to cope with my surrounding, my where I am, is to put my headset in and put on my praise and worship music,
You sing.
because that works for me.
You'll get to
That,
sing.
and I can ignore people too. So
Yeah, she get to
what
sing.
what you say, huh?
Sing us one of them songs to get us through, Tip, just a piece of it. What's something you sing in praise and worship?
Something that I sing in praise and
You
worship.
sung the song you sung the day when the lady came and said something crazy to you. What did you sing?
Oh, I don't remember what I sang that day. I don't remember what I sang that day, but she left me alone. I know that. Uh, she left me alone
Whatever.
because I was just like, I really wanted to go off on her that day because I'm just like, first of all, I done stopped what I'm doing to do
Not when
something
you hold your chest.
that you didn't even pay for.
You mean it when you hold your chest. You said, "No,
Say it with your chest.
hush them
Just
pearls."
saying. Yes, yes. I started singing. I was like, you know what? Because you're not about to get me out of character. You're not.
Right.
You're not. So I don't know what I sang that day, but I don't
See,
know.
y'all saw that I tried to slick my way to hear her sing a little bit, but she didn't go for it. But we gonna get before the end of the night.
I
You gonna hear
look.
her sing.
Ain't no telling what I sang that day. Hey, the devil is a liar. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, look, that wasn't popular at that
At
time,
that
but
time.
Had it been now, I'd be like, the devil is a liar.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. Victory is mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
yeah.
sure would have. She would have been looking at me crazy. But sometimes you gotta praise and worship your way out of some things,
Like I always tell
or
them
just
about,
get quiet.
like I always say, and this is it's not really cliche. It's just that when you magnify God, you don't magnify your problems so much. When you magnify your
Mm,
problems, the bigger they become in your mind or come into in your eyes. But when you magnify God, the smaller they become and bigger God is. So praise and worship. I
yeah.
always tell them that everything physical, there's always the enemy's always trying to push something, push that physical thing. So if it's you being mad at somebody, it's not just physical. The enemy's behind that. Start praising
Mm,
when he get out the way, then you start seeing that natural thing that you need to fix. Maybe you need to eat. Maybe you're a little hangry. Maybe you need a Snickers bar. You need something. Hey,
yes.
what?
Because we will internalize things that it's not even about you.
It's not.
It's funny
It's
that you said that because I had this conversation earlier at work. The things that we are coming against, it's not about that individual. It's not about whatever that thing is. It's more of a spiritual warfare than anything. It's really the spirits warring. You
right.
know what I mean? And I
Right.
had to come to that conclusion with a certain situation because I'm just like, like when you get to the point when you just come around a certain person and you
Right.
just can't stand to be in their
Exactly.
presence, it's more than just them.
I always
It's
tell
the
people.
spirit.
I say, yes. I always tell people. I say, if you're if you've made a statement and somebody's response is more bigger or grander than your statement, their response is bigger and grander. There's something deeper
Hmm.
behind that. If I say, "Hello, I like your shirt today," and you turn around, "Why you like my shirt? What's wrong?" It's something deeper behind that, and
Yeah.
you just have to pray about it.
And that's what I'm learning to do. I'm learning to do that.
I got to give shout out to Miss Chastity because she kind of helped open my eyes in that area a little bit.
There you
So
go.
Miss Chastity,
There
much
you
love.
go. So yeah, just to that was a good conversation starter right there for sure. I can always go with mindset is everything because I'm gonna always get something new out of that topic right there alone because I think God is just working with me on that. To be honest with you, mindset is everything. If we can just get past this mind, we just might get a little percentage of what we need.
We can keep on going with that. I remember reading a book called "Who Moved My Cheese." That's one of the a big book used a lot, like with motivational speaking, and I remember having to speak about that book. And one of the things that blocked the mice from getting to the new destination was their old traditions,
Mm,
old mindsets. How many people said, "Oh, I cook roast in this big pan," and people are like, "Why are you using the big pan?" Well, grandma used to use it. Well,
mm,
grandma's grandma used to use that big pan, and you using mindset. You got traditions, old religiosity, and the old a lot of stuff that shouldn't be.
right. Yeah. Yeah. So mindset is everything. I love it. I love it. I think I'll keep that topic at the top of things. All right. So next topic, letting go. Whew. Any, many, miny, mo. Who wanna go?
Wow, letting go. You talking about unpacking a topic. The first phase of letting go is understanding how that frees you from being held hostage to your own being in your way.
Mm,
The
Mhm.
moment that you learn how to let go, forgive, let go, let it be, now you have freed the way for you to be able to move forward. Now, tell
Mhm.
anybody you can't do anything about the past, but you can control the narrative of the future and the present and operate toward positive things. Holding on to stuff and not letting them go, like it's like walking around with fully loaded, and you refuse to let loose the narratives that are bogging you down, and they can burden you down, and they can hold you down, and
Mm-hmm.
you feel like you're carrying a weight of 1,000 bricks on you because you refuse to let go. The moment that you let that destruct, explode, now you free the way to be able to create the things that you really want to do. Be on purpose and be intentional about, your testimony, and continuing to let your pen bleed, and penning that story, because nobody, can write your story better than you, because you were the one on that journey. So learn to let go, learn to understand why that is so pivotal and important in this life, because you can be in your own way. A lot of times people talk about being, writer's block and being blocked in thought and, brain freeze. You can melt the freeze. You can free your pen just by thinking, proactively and positively, and being able to say, you know what, I can't control what happened, but I control my reaction and how I move forward to the solution and the resolution
Mm-hmm.
of being a good steward in mind, soul, and spirit, and letting that energy bounce off, to the people that are around me, whether it be work, whether it be family, because in all elements of your life, this letting go is a phase that will continuously come up. And the more that you're able to let it go, the more spirited and the more impact you can have in this life.
You know what? You said a whole lot. You really did. Hey, you especially on the writer's block, because I experienced a good, like,
She
I want to
did.
say like a almost like 2 year just writer's block. Like I just could not write. I'm like, I know that I can write something, but I just could not just get into a space where it would just flow. You know what I mean? So you just said a lot right there. You really did. You really did. Just letting go. Yeah, yeah. Go real. Go real.
They said that they wanted me to do it in the comments. They said,
Mm-mm.
"Let it go, let it
Let it
go."
go.
If I can do it, I've been coughing. But y'all, and everybody wearing their hat. Why ain't y'all wearing my hat? Y'all know I gotta wear my hat.
Oh Lord, now he passed them.
No,
You
that's
two people, y'all.
I'm just the I'm just the dude. I always say that. I like what HD stated and what Queen has stated. She
Which
said
one?
right there. HD
You
said you
can feel
can't
your
fill
hand.
your hands with what God has for you until you let go of what you are holding on to.
Ooh, that one's good, honey.
And if you think, let's,
Yes,
you have to realize that things in life, there are assets and liabilities. You know, what are assets of your life and what is holding you back? What are liabilities? Um, Focus on
yeah.
those assets. Let go of those things that are behind and press towards the mark, as Brother JT stated. Press toward. I mean, we can go on about letting go. I was thinking about this. I like something that this is a quote Tyler Perry used. Basically, you have God has given everybody basically a bucket of water,
Mm-hmm.
a bucket of water, and there are like five plants. There's so many plants in your life that you have to water. Like Tiff is her music career. There's different things for me. I have been into family, uh, music, the church, business. The thing is, people have water and they pour it on everything sometimes that they see in sight, But the thing is, God only gave you those 5 things. God may give you 4 things, but you see 10 things in sight, and you're trying to water every little thing, and you get to the
Oh
place where
yeah.
your bucket is going down, going down, going down, to the place where you don't have enough to. Your plants are dying. They're suffering because you're planting. So you're watering somebody else's
Mm.
plants. The scripture says about, why are you casting your pearls before the swine? They will trample it under their feet. The thing is, when God give you that energy, I believe that we're supposed to water what He tells us to water. If you don't let go of what you think you have to water, the traditions of men say you got to water everything and everybody, but God is saying you got to put it on what you're supposed to. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't, you won't have the energy. That's whether in your time, that's in your mental capacity, that's in relationships. Some people get on your last nerve. Can't wait. Where my thing? Hold on. Where is it off? Let me get my keyboard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gonna pull that out.
We can turn that music.
They getting on your last nerve. But you
Because
gotta
some people get
remember.
Tim's time because I'm gonna keep on going. But so like I said, people get on your nerves. The thing is, the relationship sometimes they shouldn't be in your life, because when they are in your life, what happens is they take that water of energy that God is giving you, and it goes down. Now, when you come to your family, you get home, you yell at them because you had a bad day at work, you had a bad
Mm-hmm.
day at this place. I mean, we can do that. I'm learning because y'all know I can eat a donut like in the cookie like nobody's business. But what I'm saying is, that take my energy sometime, and I'd be like, I gotta preach, and I'm sitting up there, I'm gonna preach what everybody else need to be preaching, or I need to work, and I gotta walk around in the Crystal laughing at me. But it's we can go on and on and on, from whether it's financially, I'm spending money on this or spending money on that, and I'm not taking that and utilizing it in the way it should go. There's a lot we can work on in that area, letting go of what we don't and what we need, utilize it.
Most definitely. And I like the way that you said about, we can have many things that we do, and we're trying to, as you said, water them all at the same time.
Right.
Um, Somewhere along the line, something's not going to get what it needs. So it's like you almost have to ask God for discernment of what is it that I need to be focusing on right now. Because although you might be wanting to focus on this thing over here, he might be telling you, hey, no, go focus on this right here. This is what we need right now in this time, in this season. So just, having a spirit of discernment of what you need to be doing, what you may need to let go of at this time. So that's
Letting go
some good
is
stuff. Say it again.
letting go is personal. It's never going to be a stranger to you. What you let go is going to always be personal. So as Rev and Tiff are giving it to you, and they're showing you why you need to follow them and why you need to tap into everything. Let me tell you why you need to tap into JT. I live by example. I mean, at 6 months old, I had a hernia. I didn't create that. That was something that I dealt with before I could either, to walk and talk. Um, you know, I'm gonna tell you where the letting go comes in at. First 14 years of my life, God covered me in such a way that I didn't even understand the coverage, because at 14, I discovered, which was never detected in no medical appointments, that I had something going on in my brain that was with me for 14 years. And if I had took a hit the wrong way, or fell the wrong way, or been in the wrong place at the wrong time, my life would have been taken. I endured a 9-hour brain surgery at 14. I
Mm.
didn't know anything about God, but I discovered God and embraced God, and took Him fully for what that meant, and understood who He is at that time, and have never let go of that. But what I did let go of was the content of why did my mother do some of the things that she done when she was pregnant. I let that go. You can't hold on to those things and progress in this life. God said, you were created for a reason, and your purpose, once you discover it, is the reason why you got to let all the negative go. The reason why you got to let
Mm.
the things that can hinder you from progressing to what God has for you. You have to let those things go. The negative thoughts, the negative feelings, the hurt. You have to progress to let that go. And once you do, and you understand your why and your potential and why God kept you, why he, had work for you still to do. At 14, they had told me, you will not live 3 to 4 years. You will not have use of your limbs. You will be in wheelchair bound. You won't be able to do this. All these things that man said I was not going to be able to do, yet God had another plan. So my praise and my faith is going to always be different because God showed me, and in him showing me, I've taken action on that type of love. That's an unconditional love that you can't teach, and you can pour it into. And I'll say this: an empty bottle can't let go of nothing, and can't pour into anything. But I mind you, a full bottle and a full glass can pour something in you that you got to shout it out, you got to praise it out, you got to
Mhm.
let it out. And like the people that are tuned into this podcast tonight, you tapped in, but the way you tap out, you won't leave the same. You will be infected, and there will be something about this podcast that you will take, and you will have to run and go tell somebody, and running and going telling it will be part of that letting it go. Somebody gonna be impacted tonight. Somebody need to hear that tonight. A lot of people tonight gonna be inspired.
Amen.
Let the church say amen to that, right?
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. I
Amen.
look, I receive that.
I received
I
that
receive
myself.
that.
I want to say
Yes.
this. I like what the brother stated because, like I said, Sunday I spoke about I spoke about the word possession when when if you look at the scripture, you look at how Jesus was walking through, and there was a woman there, and she said, my daughter is vexed. She said she's possessed. She's at a place where the whatever's inside of her is casting her in the fire, casting her there, casting this area. And Jesus said, okay. He spoke to the mother and said, it's not your time. I don't give the bread to the dogs. And she said, but she said two things that really caught my attention. She said, I trust what you're saying. You're saying truth. She said that I believe in you. Then she says after that, she says that you still, even though right now I may be considered not the person, the dog in this situation, but they still eat of the master's table, meaning that you are owner over me. So two things that was spoken. She said, I believe in you. She said that you're owner over me. You're my master. If you have a house right now, you're doing rent, there's a landlord over that house, meaning there's someone owning that house. Something
Mhm.
broken down, he has to fix. So the thing is, he possesses that house, he owns it. And she was saying that when you possess me, you own me, meaning that you have control over my life. Like the man brother was saying, that when you have possession of something, you're able to take control over it. And a lot of people today, they're sitting there and they don't have the word. They don't have that push to go and to push towards their destiny, that push towards their purpose. But the thing is, when it possesses you, see, you can
Mhm.
tell a singer when a singer's a singer because it possesses them. When they walk into a room, music's going on, you can see their head bopping because it possesses them. It's inside of them, and they allow it shows. When you walk into any place, you walk into a pastor, he get on the microphone, he gonna talk for 5 hours. Ask somebody, you can ask me. But my thing is this, like the brother said, his testimony possesses him because he's been through it. It's in his heart, it's in his soul, and it's what guides his faith. And the same with us. If we want to let go of those old things, the way that the woman said, my daughter is vexed. The thing is, even though something's possessing her, you have possession. I give you full control. And when you give somebody full control, now they can possess it. And after that, the scripture said that she was healed. And I feel that the thing is, that's what people are being tossed to and fro by their situations because they got to let it go. You got to let go of those old mindsets. You got to let go all of that and let God's word possess your life so you can have the good results. If you want good results, take possession of that faith, and you'll have those goals and those dreams that you need and that you're trying to succeed.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let go.
Let go and let God.
All right, look, hey. Hey, I think we done got heated. Man, this hour goes by fast.
It
It's
do.
9:55. Well, we gonna do one more topic though.
He said we gonna keep on going.
We we gonna do one more topic. It's always getting good, right? Right at that hour too. I want to do this because I want to see where y'all take this. So anybody that has listened to the episode today, for the audio part of the podcast, it was entitled "People, Places, Things, and Positions."
Mm,
Um, I just want to see what your perspective, just looking at this title, "People, Places, Things, and Positions." What is something inspirational that y'all can give the people just with just this topic: people,
mm.
places, things, and positions.
I I can take this a few places, but I always take this to Book of Ruth. This is good. This is good. This is the past Jamie. Where my hat at? Hold on, I gotta put my hat on. People, places. Let's go. The people. Just look at Ruth and Naomi. The people in Ruth's life helped her get where she needed to go. The people were Naomi. There was the handmaids. There was the people that helped her when she moved from the place of Moab. She moved there and she went to the Bethlehem. When she goes to, I believe, the Bethlehem, she goes there and she's there with, gathering food. There was people like Naomi who taught her what she needed to know. But there was also, they have a certain position. Naomi had a certain position. She taught her how to wash her face, look good to get her Boaz. There's some people out there need a Boaz, but you got to look good. You can't come crusty to your Boaz. That's a whole word. Oh, where my mic? That's a whole word. You go into your position. Don't go to work in your pajamas. Please don't.
Please don't.
You go to your booking, you go to your interview for work, and you crusty. You need to wash your face, put a little oil on. The thing is, that's the place she went from Moab to her Bethlehem. Then the people were Naomi. Naomi, there's sometimes God put the confidants in your life that able to speak into your life, but there's also constituents. They help you get there, but they may not be your best friend. They're your
True.
comrades. You got comrades where there's people that may not really care for you, your boss, the people on your job, but they help you get what you need. You want that money, they help you, but you may not go and kick it with them after. But my thing is then things, the wheat, when she was getting the barley and the wheat, that was just the means for her to meet her Boaz. See, a lot of times people worship the creator or they worship the creation instead of the creator. I worship the
Mhm.
wheat and the different money and the different things that I have in my life. No, you don't. That's just the means to get you where you're supposed to go. But you're supposed to worship God. Don't put those things that God gives you. Goes back to position. There's a position for everybody and everything. Naomi had a position. The people in the field had their position. The plate Moab to Bethlehem, that was the different place that she had to go to. I
Mhm.
mean, everybody has a position, and you got to put your people, places, and things all into perspective.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
said a lot there.
I know.
Uh, People, places, things, and position. Your position, your title, aka, doesn't define anything without having worth within your soul and spirit. The
Mm,
moment that you put words above how you present yourself, um, and more merit in what someone else thinks,
mm,
and not the belief within yourself, Because see, the first title that you're given is King's Kid. On
Mm.
purpose, blessed, favored, highly. All these things are intertwined in the spirit. So your position, first and foremost, goes back to first segment, mindset. The position of my mind will define how I navigate through this time and in this season. People understand those that's doing this right here. Everybody that's clapping for you ain't clapping for you.
Come on now.
Pay attention to the clap, because the clap gets slower the more and more God is positioning you,
Mm.
revealing the ones that's not clapping for you. It's
Yeah.
the ones that's really clapping for you. Well, that clap turns into praise and worship, upliftment and encouragement. What do we say? Places you can't navigate into. Your mindset has to be in international thoughts, international flights. You can't stay in one place and and think that you're gonna manifest. Your places have got to be far beyond your thoughts. So
Mm.
things, materialistic things. I promise you, if there's a U-Haul when you transition, that U-Haul ain't going with you.
Mm.
Focus on the things that are a part of that transition, what's going to be a part of your ascending. It's the reason why they say people, places, things, and positions are the four pillows. And if you keep each and every one of them with action, then your success is right there at your feet.
Mm. I need my keyboard. I'm gonna get my organ out.
You know what?
Like we need like a connection plate. Hold on. Where the opera?
People,
We need-
people, places, things,
in
and
position.
position. Now let me wrap it up real quick.
Oh,
People,
wrap it up. Wrap it up
the
like a snack.
people that you are connected with. See, tonight we had a whole nother person that was supposed to be on this show tonight, but things happen.
Well,
But the right person got me in alignment with this person right here. And I ain't never met this person. We just met tonight, right? We just met tonight. People will help to position certain things that need to take place, like tonight. I just don't. I don't think that this conversation would have went this way tonight without you being here on the show. Because you don't understand. See, whereas you sitting up here, you blessing them, the everybody that's on the comment line tonight. But you just said some things.
mm-hmm.
Your mind, what you said, your mind
It
has to
was so
be
There's so
where
many there.
it has.
This,
What it,
you know how you go to McDonald's, there's a 20 piece, you get the 10 piece, and he gave us all 50 piece.
I,
He didn't stop at
I
five,
need to
10.
start having me a notepad so I can remember my thoughts soon as it's happening, because yes, like
We should
your
put those
mindset got to be further than the places that you think that you're trying to go.
right.
You need to be on the same. Your mindset needs to be on the same level that you are trying to go. You can't sit up here and be so negative, but then think that you're gonna go to positive places.
Right. And you can't let people treat you like a McDouble and you know you a Big Mac. Come on, hold on.
Hey, look,
Like,
we
Lord, I
having
know
fun
I'm
with
a
this,
Big
but
Mac.
this is so true.
Lettuce,
For real,
tomato,
seriously,
special
know
sauce.
your word.
Yeah.
Know your word. Know your word. People,
And it got me
places, things,
hungry.
and positions. Y'all, this ain't even like okay. Y'all go and listen to the episode that I did today. People, places, things, and positions. This is what I mean by the different perspective that we can come up with these inspirational topics. Y'all, I talked about praising God, people, places, things, and position. That's what I talked about with this episode. And we just the perspective here tonight. Did If you needed this in the comments, if you got something out of tonight's episode, I want you to put it in the comments. Put one of these: people, places, things, positions. Which one resonated with you? People, places, things, and positions. All of them. Put all of them. Put it in the comments. Whichever one resonated with you, or which topic that we talked about tonight resonated with you. We talked about people, places, things, and positions. We talked about mindset, and we talked about letting go. Three powerful subjects. I didn't know where that people, places, things, and positions was gonna go tonight. I really didn't.
I gotta let people know this. I saw this morning actually. Think about this. You in business, a lot of times people devalue themselves. In business, let's look at this. How a lot of people say that they're charging too much for something. But if you think about it, we go and buy a car for how many thousand? We make a way. If we gotta finance that we make a way out of no way. Well, see if I had an organ.
You made a way.
Backwards against the wall. But the thing is, the issue is not so much that people that you are charging too much. The issue is that they don't see the value in you sometimes. If they saw the value, if they saw you as a Rolls Royce, they'll treat you as a Rolls Royce. But the thing is, a lot of times people, they want to be seen by everybody as a Rolls Royce. Everybody may not see you as a Rolls Royce, but that one, the man was talking to this lady, telling her about how, she was not valuing her business for she was charging like $10 when she should be charging 100,000 for her book and for her videos. And he turned around and told the people and said, y'all help her believe that she is worth this. And he left the conference. That day she had over 10 people buy her $100,000 course. She was over a millionaire in less than a day. And I think the issue is at McDonald's, when we go eat, there's the Big Mac price. There's a big and tasty price. Well, see, they don't have no big and see. I'm telling my age. Big and tasty.
Big and tasty. What's that?
You never heard of big and sugar? Big and tasty.
I ain't no McDonald's person now.
You get a big and tasty back in the day and the shake. Woo, you talking about some good eating. But what I'm saying is, see, I always bring up food. But you get a Big Mac price and there's a McDouble price. If you're gonna pay the McDouble price, I don't have the issue of giving people McDoubles, but you got to realize that there are Big Macs out there. I have a premium. If think about it in business, there's a pro, there's a premium, and there's a standard. And one has ads. YouTube has ads, but if you want to pay premium, you take those ads away. A lot of times people, they don't cater to the whole audience. They cater just to one or the other, and because they devalue themselves. Understand, as the brother stated, JT stated, that you got to understand your value. You start charging that value, watch you become prosperous, like you should be.
Yeah, definitely know your worth and your value when it comes to your businesses. I love the idea, but I don't like the wording when it says thank you for helping my small business. I know y'all done seen that before, right?
Gotcha.
Let's take those words out. Thank you for helping my business.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, unless you just want to be a small business.
That's what bro JT just stated. He stated that people, they want to have an international business, but they don't have an international mindset. Your mindset has to be international before your mindset has to meet you there before you get there. You got to be able to see it before you see it, so you can see it. That's why when you study the word, I can keep on going, y'all. When you study the word, you see that Moses, I want you to go and free my people. But he has to say, I want you to see these miracles. Go to the burning bush. The burning bush got his attention. Then he said, go and throw down your rod, and it turned to a snake. He had to see the impossible so he can see the impossible later. You got to be able to. That's why in business, you market. I do marketing. Anybody needs some marketing, let me know. market, when you do that, it will show people the impossible, and then they grab it, and then they'll hire you.
I like what Queena said. Know your value, then add tax.
Come on, Queen.
Think
Uh,
about it. I tell people, think about the convenience that that person is using your services. Think about the time that you're spending to do this. Thinking about the money that you're putting out to do this. A lot of times we undersell ourselves, and it's
Hmm.
like by the end of whatever it is that you might be doing, you ain't made nobody's profit off of it because you're trying to sit up here. Oh, well, I think that that price might be a little too high. They might not buy it. One thing about it, if they want it, they're going to buy it. If they don't, oh, well, on to the next.
Hmm.
You know your value, then add text. I like that one, Queen.
Right. I think even with those who they say, well, I can't afford it. Well, you can be like, okay, you can't. You say you can't afford this. Now I can do this for 30 minutes. I don't give you the hour price, but I do it for the 30-minute price for that 30 minutes. You can be able to work with them, but at the end of the day, know your value, because people will say they can't afford it, but they'll go and buy
Mm,
a coffee in that morning. They'll go and buy this.
sure will. Mine
You
is like
sure?
$7 and something now. So I'm gonna get my coffee. So if it's something that I want, you know what I
You,
mean?
you flash it in
So
their face good enough, they're
mm.
gonna be like, I need
right.
Crystal said put that on a shirt, Queen.
that.
Put that on a shirt. Know your value, then add text. Go
And
and put that on a shirt.
put the wink on it, Queen.
Which shout out to Koina in the comments. Y'all get some t-shirts from her.
Yeah, she has the walk by faith shirt. She has your So if y'all want to get
Walk
Tiff's merch,
by faith
contact
and
Tiff. She can
not.
get it for Queen.
Yes, remember we always supporting on this show. What speaking of JT, what did you say we can find your poetry? Say that again so I can put it in the comments for you.
So definitely my poetry. If you go to the Poet JT on Facebook, follow. I put something special in there multiple times a week, just stuff that I don't even have released. The Poet JT on Facebook, or you can run over the TikTok and go at the real Poet JT. I'm put things on there poetry wise. Um, a T-shirt. You just said something about that. You want to add tax to your value. Hashtag special edition, limited time only, because your gifts are unique. You can't get this with any two people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So are the three creatives that are on here tonight, you can't get them anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can try to be duplicated, but that unique vision, you can only get it from these people because they giving it to you from what God has designed in their view. So if you're looking at it from, for somebody else, you're not gonna get it. It's just not gonna come the same. Limited edition, you are a special edition. And your value is going to you because nobody can give it to you like how you can. Your special delivery is unique to the gifts that you got inside of you.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes. Do
mm.
you got anything coming up that you want to tell everybody about?
And so much. The JT experience is finna drop on the media blast before 2025 goes out. Please hit out my guy, my PR guy, Jonathan Coleman, if you want to be a guest on that show. The JT Experience, Voices, Visions, and Vibes. I promise you, you will not leave the way you came in the building. Each and every episode is going to hit different because, like the McRib and like the Big Mac, they two different sandwiches and you two different.
Yeah.
So when you come in the building, understand you're gonna get exactly what's for you and you're gonna leave full.
Yeah.
Voices, visions, and vibes. That's
Mm.
that's you got the V's going on.
Yeah.
Voices, visions, and vibes. Okay, I like that.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
So
and vibes. Okay, I'm putting it up there for y'all. Check it out. Y'all know how we do. I think I put a period in there, but hey, y'all get the message right there. Let me put that in there right. Um, support. That's what we do here on this show. On this show, we support.
yes,
Um, so check him out, the poet JT on Facebook.
I'm
And
down.
if you want to be, you said on the show, check out Jonathan Coleman for that one.
Yep.
If you want to be on the show, which I'm gonna have to hit him up for that,
Yes,
because that would be awesome to be a part of. Voices,
that,
visions, and vibes.
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
That's nice. That's nice. So y'all check him out. This is wow. This has been, yeah. We about to talk after the show for sure.
Yeah, we don't have to
Uh,
talk. The
look if it
poetry.
ain't look if it ain't too late your way, because he is on Eastern time. It's
Oh,
11:15 there.
I know I'm good.
Um, but yeah, y'all check him out. Like I say all the
yeah,
time, support, support, support. I do want to roll out what Tevin was talking about earlier. We are about to start, y'all. I was supposed to been and started this last year, and I did it. I'm walking out in obedience and getting this thing going and rolling. Creating an atmosphere for worshipers. Um, whether you're a worship leader, a pastor, or you just a person that just loves to worship. Um, I don't know about y'all, but me as a minister of music, singer, we're always pouring out to others. And this opportunity that we are starting up in this new year is an experience called Yahweh, and this is a worship night for the worshipers. You always have worship experience here. That is the acronym for Yahweh, for this event right here. And the first one that we are going to do is going to be January 4th here in the Conway area. So tonight you are getting an exclusive announcement because we haven't gotten the full flyer just yet, but it will be here in Conway at my home church, Restoration House of Praise, and we will be getting the time and everything. But it is just a freestyle environment of worship where whether you come in to sing, pray, read the word, just be in the presence of God. And I think that this is something that is very much needed, um, outside of, just church. Um, and like I said, I'm stepping out, being obedient, and doing what God told me to do because I should have been to start this, y'all. But sometimes we don't do that initial push when we supposed to. So when y'all see Yahweh on social media, that is what that is our worship acts that we will be doing once a month. So always be looking out for that date every month. It's not specifically like the first Friday of the month, or it just look out for the date, whatever that date is for that month. I'm excited to see what God is about to do, especially in this new year, just with being in the presence of God. So, did you want to elaborate some more, or did I catch it all?
you caught a lot. I was gonna say, we may even need brother JT on do a spoken word one night. That would be awesome.
Hey,
Like we be worshiping, and he break out with a spoken word. Oh, that'd be everybody at the end snap because it'd be so good. Yeah, but
Man.
yeah, I just that would be fair. And the TV
yeah,
show is call me up anytime. Um, but yeah,
yes,
Tiff, this is
yes.
what was on her heart for a while, and we want to support her and whatever God is telling her. If God say go, what's the song say? Go.
I go if I had to go by myself. I don't know if that's the one you was thinking about.
That's one of them. It's good.
So yeah, and this is something that is not just gonna be in one location.
Right.
It's not gonna just be in one location. So we're starting it in Conway, and we're gonna go from there. We're gonna go to Russellville. We're gonna go to Little Rock. We're gonna go all over Arkansas, um,
You
and
want us in your
just
city, your
go
state?
wherever.
Let us know if you want us in your city and state, and we'll see what we can work out. We just bring in worship
Just
and
worship. That's it. That's it.
enjoy.
That's what the world needs.
Right.
That's what the world needs. So, do you have any last I was about to say remarks and benediction like we in church. You got
We
any
have
last inspirational words to the people, JT?
Just just don't go with the flow, be the flow. Meaning, don't be the undercurrent. Be the reason why the waves wave up. Be the power and the impact of the water. Be smooth and be efficient with everything that you do, and definitely be on purpose with that made up mustard seed faith and understanding that it came from something and you created it into the mass of strength that it is. And don't be afraid to fail, because the loss is not a loss unless you don't get the lesson out of it. And understand,
Mm,
everybody that comes in your life and in your path, some people are just seasonal, and then there's some people that are lifetime subscription. Understand the difference between the two, and you'll be very, very, very successful in this life.
yes, you gonna have to work on that snap though.
That was good.
Yes, yes. You see, we over here, we be over here clowning and playing around.
For those who want to watch Rip and Rev, watch the show.
Yes,
It's a variety show, and we have
yeah.
all this stuff. We have fun. But that was the
And
whole
yeah,
word.
right, that was y'all. If y'all like what y'all see on this podcast, remember that you can financially give to the podcast. The Cash App is right there. Tips Tuesdays. I don't care if it's $1, if it's $2. It don't matter what it is. Just financially support the podcast because it does take money to move things the way that you want it to move. So check out the Cash App down there and be a blessing to the podcast. Yes, Crystal, I do have a song called Go, but I don't think it.
Sing for us a little bit.
Yes, bring. You said
Thank
what?
you. Sing a little bit for us. Go. How you do it? How you do your
Go, 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 go. You got it. You got it. Go on with your bad self. You're making it work and doing it. Don't let nobody tell you you're worth any less. Having your stress. I see you know your worth and you be working hard. Don't let nobody bring you down. If they can't get with it, then you don't need them. Then they is irrelevant. That's all I'm doing. Y'all
and if
go and check that out on streaming platforms. Go. That's on the inspiration loading.
and if y'all
For
want her in
those.
y'all city, y'all hit me up. Manager
Yes.
Taylor.
Book.
Book,
I'm trying to
book,
be
book.
booked and busy 2025. Okay.
We got music videos to do. I do photography and music videos and everything. So y'all hit me up.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna do something with
TLC.
telecommunications, baby.
All right. Look, we got all the connections right here on the
Yeah,
show.
all of
You
them.
know, we got some of everything. We got podcasts, we got poetry, we got singing, we got songwriting, we got
We
commercials, we got it
next season,
all right
y'all need
here.
a hot plate. Let us know. We got you. Pit bulls. We said like, oh, so just let us
No,
know.
I didn't say all
Just
that.
said you don't sell all that.
I didn't say all that. All right,
She-
y'all. We about to get ready to go because Pastor over here about to start cutting up, and I think it's past his bedtime. Yeah. No, you just getting revved up.
I'm just getting revved. Emphasis on the REV rev. up.
You just getting revved up. All right, y'all. We are going to get out of here. Y'all join us here again, same time next week. Okay, so next week is Christmas Eve, y'all, but we will still be live here on the show because guess what? It's to the takeover. And y'all know
Hey,
how them to the takeover episodes go. First of all, you never know what you're gonna get. And that is when my husband takes over the show, y'all. He takes
yep.
over the show and I'm just on the show. I just become a guest on the show and he just takes over. So I don't know what the show gonna be like, but y'all done had a glimpse on past seasons about the to the takeover. So that is what we will be doing next week, 9 p.m. Central Time, YouTube and Facebook Live. If you are just joining us in this video, share. If you're just tuning in, hit that you are going to go back and replay this. Put hashtag replay if you're watching this not live. Okay, I'm trying to remember everything I'm supposed to say. Yes. So I will see y'all next week, same time. Y'all have a good evening. We live for Tuesdays. A little motivation for